Another wacko in the Minnesota State House, Representative Joe McDonald, had to weigh in on school lunches and why he doesn't feel hungry kids should have them.
The amount of food that is wasted in our public school system is atrocious. How many have visited your schools during lunchtime? Maybe served lunch? Raise your hands. Anyone wearing green? Raise your hands. Or not green? Well, the amount of waste is really atrocious. It's a sin, actually, I would say. Quote me on that. Because the schools are, in order to be paid, they have to be the reimbursable meals, to be reimbursed for their food. That means they have to give each portion of the food that they're serving to the student, even though the student may not want it. My son, he's not a big apple fan, but he has to take an apple because the school gets reimbursed for that and other foods. So I would encourage you to support Representative Creech's amendment for the sole factor that the wasteful food, Representative Jordan, there's maybe some merit to your bill, although the amount of money going to schools and parents that don't need it, myself included, I can pay for my own kid's meal, thank you. I don't need Representative Nash to pay for it, or Representative Pawlowski to pay for it, or you, Representative Jordan, to pay for it. I can pay for my own kid's meal. But the food waste is atrocious. And if you're all talking now, just listen, because this is a waste of food that is happening in our schools. It's thrown into the garbage. And then some schools, sometimes if you talk a little quieter, maybe someone will listen. But I know my colleagues on this side are listening because they're going to be fiscally responsible and they care about that. Some foods will go into big garbage and they're allowed by law to feed it to the pigs. But even that, state law is very query about and not allowing it. But, folks, the amount of money spent on food for the families that don't need it, you can bet your bottom dollar or your tax dollar that it'll be thrown away because that's what kids do. They're forced to take food that they don't want to eat. But the school has to do that to be reimbursed. Well, if you have free lunch for everyone, you can only imagine how filled those garbage cans will be, and it's a shame. It's a sin to throw away good food when kids are starving. Think about it.